Hello and welcome BitMonger family, Monger here, and in today's update I'm going to be looking at the markets and this week going forward. It's quite shaky, guys. There's been a lot happening. Markets have been ripping and it's possible that we are in time for a correction. Also, the market is looking forward to the end of this week for the Fed, Powell and his report at Jackson Hole, and how they're basically waiting to see how he sees the market going forward. Ultimately, I believe that eventually they will lower interest rates, and when that does happen, we're going to see risk assets rip. We also got Walmart, I think it is. Yeah, Walmart. We got Walmart earnings this week, and that's also a pretty big gauge. We'll see how it goes, guys. But let's take a quick look at the markets and see what's happening, and I'll give you my ideas about what I'm seeing. So first off, let's move this over here so you guys can see well. We can see this is the NASDAQ, and we can see ever since the Liberation Day, where the market's completely tanked, it has been absolutely ripping, guys. And we can see here on the RSI, it does look overbought. I'm looking at this on the daily chart. So, could this roll over and pull down some? Absolutely, absolutely. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin's doing as well. And here we have Bitcoin. And we can see as well, this is on the daily chart. It did peak out up here, where it was where it hit its recent all-time high, and it started to roll over, and it's coming down. It's it's about midway. On the weekly, it's quite higher. It's a little overbought on the weekly, but again, we came down from here about what was it? Liberation Days here, 75K up to 124K. Could it have a pullback? Absolutely. And the levels that I'm looking at, guys, are, first of all, if you're using leverage, make sure you exercise a very, very tight stop loss, because it's right now markets are very unpredictable, and it's looking to go down. I would be careful about shorting the market, though. We just don't know what's going to happen here. However, I see very strong buying pressure if it gets down into this region of 111, call it 112K. I would say anywhere between 110 and a half and 112. I would expect some really heavy buying pressure. And you can see these key points that I've marked off prior, where we had either support or consolidation or resistance previously. We could see it was also here at roughly 108, 105.2, 103.5, and all the way down here it was like right around 98.4. If it gets back down below 98,000, I would be a little concerned, honestly. However, let's remember, crypto has massive moves. It got up to 109,000 and then it retraced around 74. So a 30% correction in crypto is fairly common, especially in bull markets. It happens to shake people out. Now, if Bitcoin were to shed 30% off of its recent all-time high, that would take us all the way down to 87K. That's pretty scary. If it breaks below that, then I would be very concerned, guys. But do I see that happening? Most likely not. Liberation Day was a special day in which the market's absolutely tanked. I don't see that happening, guys. I just don't. So, if you're in spot positions, just hold still. Look to buy the dip if it gets down to these critical levels. I would add to my bag. I do not think that the cycle is over. I do think we will be getting some massive upside as we go in towards the end of the year. Generally speaking, end of August and part of September can be rough on crypto and the stock market in general. mainly because a lot of people are just going on holiday. Those bankers take their holidays in August and part of September. So it can be kind of the doldrums and go down. So I expect some downwards action happening. Again, if you are using leverage, be very, very careful in these markets. You can absolutely get devastated if you don't exercise good risk management and stop losses, guys. So be careful on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum now. So we can see Ethereum too, and we can see over here on the RSI, it got completely overbought and then it corrected. And we got overbought and now it's coming back down. So could Ethereum come down? It certainly could. The levels that I'm looking at right here are like right around 4K. Looks like a strong area. And then this next level down here, if it were to get there, we're looking at like around 3,400. That would be a huge drop. I don't think it will go down there, you know, but between, I would say 38K, I think it was 38 and 4K. Could it get into that region? Absolutely. And I do think that there's a liquidation area around that zone in which a lot of people could get liquidated. If that happens, we could get a cascading effect, wick down kind of low. You might want to put some spot orders in there if you're bullish on Ethereum. All right. So those are the main two. Let's take a look at Solana. Okay, so right now we are doing quite well. You know, we're looking at the 0.38 fib is at 174. You know, it could easily come down to that. The 0.5 fib is at 167. And here at the golden pocket is right around 157, 158. I do have some orders set. If it does drop to that level, I'll be picking some up because I'm still very, very bullish on Solana and it going forward. I suggest you guys use these fib levels to determine areas of interest and where you might want to be making a bid in the event we do see a dump. Not financial advice though, guys. Remember, I'm just a stoner on a sofa and this is not financial advice. Do your own research, consult a financial advisor if you don't know what the hell you're doing. And but otherwise, hold on to your seats, guys. This could be a bumpy week, but if you're in spot positions, hold tight. I think we have a long way to go going into the final of the end of this year, where we will see some sick gains. So there you have it. Hope you guys are all doing well, and monger on.